Hello, sorry for the extreme delay. Anyway, let me just... Yep, that's okay. Wait, we don't have... video. And... the properties... No... Yes. Okay. Everything set? Yeah. So, hello everyone, sorry for the massively extreme delay in starting. Well, as you can see, I am on GTA 5, just running through a few races. The definitive trilogy got announced, and I absolutely love that it is coming to the Switch. Cause that's just the best. The three greatest GTA games hitting a Nintendo console for the first time. How absolutely great that is. How absolutely great indeed. Anyway, GTA Definitive Trilogy. I'm excited to be able to play those for the first time and really properly experience them. I mean, it won't be the originals, obviously, but it'll still be some form of them, so that's good. Return to my favourite place of Vice City. that tiny backwards location where the beach area is bigger than the mainland. Cause yeah, that's definitely how it works. That's how it works. Well, I had fun exploring it, you know, and now I get to do that again. I think I'll definitely go Vice City first, when they release. Yeah, San Andreas as well, that massive, for the time, open world. That'll be a good one to experience. Because whenever I've played it before, I've only really stayed in Los Santos. PC version decided it didn't want to work before I could even get out of Los Santos, and I don't really think much of the Xbox 360 version. And so I didn't even get out of Los Santos on that one either. But now, yeah, I get to experience them. I get to enjoy them, definitely. I do wonder how they play though, these new ones, because there's meant to be gameplay changes and upgraded graphics, so how's that going to factor into things? Honestly, if you can play a game one-handed, it's a good arcade game. Arcade racer. Anyway, enough of the stunt races for now, at least the official Rockstar ones, because Actually, had I kept it? Had I kept it? Play bookmarked, stunt races. Yeah. Boy, is this something. Definitely something. You'll see. When I get into it, you will see. Point for supercars. I mean, that description, short little course. Just short little course. But yeah, when we get into it, you can already see the problem. You can already see. Let's... Yep. I mean, you can't blame the person who created it fully, because they are using Rockstar's assets in order to make the race. But there's a reason hardly anyone ever uses this particular set of things. And yeah, expecting people to transition between those things isn't good. And of course you gotta have luck, be able to point it right, be able to not turn too sharply. There is a lot that you have to be able to do on this first part. But this first part is only the beginning. But this first part is definitely the hardest part. It's no wonder it's got 29% rating. You can't just lead in something this hard. Yet again, turned into hard, turned into tight. But that's to be expected, honestly. Because what else are you meant to do? Even the tiniest of turns turns into a sharp turn when you're vertical. Come on, come on. No. It is too much to expect. At times, it is too much to expect. Oh, crud. Hey, Okay. We're up this time. Around. Aha. But then yeah, even if you do get up to the top, how the hell are you meant to do that bit? Even going first person doesn't really help, because it's not like you can see much in first person anyway when doing stuff like this. So your only bet is to go slow, slow enough to be able to make that turn while vertical, and then manage to do that. Okay, that's as far as I can go, and we've made it. And now we have some more trolls to enjoy. Gotta go slow. Gotta go slow. Until you get to this bit, and then you somehow need a bit of a miracle. So, zip zip, too fast. It's definitely a course that's designed to test. That was me just being dumb. It is definitely a course designed to test. No, I can do this. I bunged it up. So, across, across, across. You really need faith in the car for that last bit, because you need to be going fast to be able to jump it. It also doesn't help that GTA likes to have your camera way down so that you cannot see what's directly in front of you. So that's three things you kind of managing: the camera, your acceleration, and your steering. And if you can't really manage that, okay. And now these arrows are a part of the course that are just about big enough to keep the car. We have to be dead straight. And then the second one that we have to turn onto. Skitsy. Okay, we're up. But are we straight? I'm just gonna have to trust it. Good. Good. Right, around we go. Still keeping things slow. And then you have this bit. It's on an angle, so you don't want to be going fast, because if you go fast and go into the air, you're not landing back on this track. Pretty much like that, except I was going slow enough it didn't matter too much. And then there, easy enough, through that. Right, we can either do what we did to get up here, or very carefully drop ourselves down. And speed ahoy. But sometimes that might not work. And sometimes the other way might not work either, because you need to be lined up pretty exact. So I'll try one more with the drop method. Keep it on track. Excellent. You kept her speed. Get us in there. No. Almost. Almost. Uh-oh, that's too much. Okay, let's just head up a bit, swing around. Not like that. Up a bit, swing around. Yeah, wasn't gonna happen. Hey, stop going too fast off that bit. Okay, we still got our momentum. Careful. There. Now, one final test. This bit. It's a wall ride, but you have to manually transition to the other side, which can prove difficult as you try and find the correct method of doing exactly that. Oh, no, almost, but not quite. So let's try again. And you can see the finish line on the map. This is the last test that we are being asked to do. Yeah. It's definitely a challenge to be able to do. There we go. knew how to get the timing right with it. But then, are we capable of sliding into the finish? Oh yeah, sliding into the finish. Took less time than my other attempt. So, all is well. And we can get back to the stunt races of Rockstar. And I have a playlist just for that. So, online playlists, my playlists, new stunts, all of which are on triple rewards. So let's run through these. There's 15 of them. Infernus Classic it is. This trilogy though, I really hope for good things from it. But we've yet to see a trailer to see anything about it. We just know it exists officially now, because it has unofficially been doing the rounds for months. Over a year, if you were on the GTA forums. And how they knew about it more than a year in advance, I do not know. But it was fun to see everyone debating whether or not it was actually real. While I was just sat on the sidelines thinking, yeah, it would be good if it was real. But not really pulling forth anything to that regard. I don't think, anyway. But they will release a trailer, I'm guessing, next week. And then it's possible we get a release. Oh. If it's November, that's gonna be tough. Forza, Pokemon. Yeah, that's... yeah. Pretty sure there's something else in November as well. Although, at the minute I can't exactly think what. Oh yeah, I just had to find that gap, didn't I? I just had to find that gap. if they're good enough, I am definitely considering doing a double dip. So I have them on both Xbox and the Switch. Because, you know, handheld GTA, it's always good to have them on the go. I just hope the Switch versions are at least mostly on par, I should say, with the console versions. Because there's every possibility the Switch versions suffer. Although hopefully that's not the case. I can definitely hope for that not to be the case. This month is pretty calm for gaming. Oh yeah, that was it. Farming Simulator, end of November. Yeah. So, fitting... Okay, we'll go with that. Not letting me have my mini. Objective complete feat, participate in the feats of series. Huh. I didn't even know. Huh. So what exactly is a reward for completing that objective? I don't know and I really don't care. I'm just having fun. Watching the Fiat 500 breakdance apparently. Hey. Tiredness, can you please not kick in so early? Yeah, it's kind of weird. I have been tired this past week, more so than usual, and somehow that means my sense of smell and taste has returned. Don't ask me how, I have no idea. I can only assume my body is working overtime to get rid of any infection that remains within it. And I hope that is the case, because I would very much like to be on top form again for once. Anyway, just because I'm feeling a bit tired doesn't mean I actually am. I can keep going for an hour. It's fine. So yeah, just ignore me yawning, I guess. Some of these stunt races I remember, some of them maybe not so much. It really doesn't matter all that much in the end. They are still a lot of fun to do. And you know, on triple rewards, you can't say no to doing them. Playlist of about 15 races. You're getting about 200,000 out of it. Because 4 minutes per race is 5,000. So on triple rewards that's 15. And then solo races will take you around 6 minutes. Rather than 4, so yeah. Over 200,000 from a playlist of 15 races. I ain't waiting around half a minute to get into 6 minutes of the next threshold for payment. 5,000 is the best to go for. Because otherwise you're just dropping after like 8 minutes pays you 10,000, it only pays you 8. So it's worth it going for 4 minutes. Even if you are close to the 6. That's all I mean, I will sometimes wait, you know, if I'm about 10 seconds difference. $10, yeah, if I'm 10 seconds away, I'll definitely wait. Maximum 15. That's one of those spikes around the hairpin. Yeah, I'm sorry I've done all these races before on EA. Was probably a number of months ago. But yeah, I have now returned to this channel. I have now returned to properly streaming. During July and August, the summer heat had got a bit too much to make streaming all the time a bit too inconvenient, because even with my 2 fans, well, with my 2 fans, I'd have been kind of cool, but at the same time, you would have heard the fans. As they were doing their work. And if I can help it, I don't like outside noises. Being part of a stream. As well as that, yeah. The fans were barely doing anything, so I kind of had to pick my days. And at the end of August, things did seem as though I could go back to normal. I did one stream at the beginning of September on Lake, showing off the first 3 days of that. And then the issue of breathing difficulties. So you probably, if you was watching that stream, you probably saw that I did seem to be having difficulties with my breathing during it, but I wanted to carry on. Not long after that, I had quite a bit of a serious problem. In that I could barely breathe, even when doing nothing. So I was at A&E, I calmed down. While there, my breathing got kind of better, and I'd pulled a muscle behind my lungs or something. It was definitely muscle in the chest area that was causing such problems. So combined with all the infections in my nose and that, which was already affecting breathing, yeah, it wasn't pretty. And so I took most of a month off to be able to recover. And now it's October, and I'm feeling pretty great again. And as I say, I don't know how, but I am starting to get my taste and my smell back, which I'm pretty happy about, because I hope that means that, yeah, my body is working overtime trying to get rid of any infection that's within it. And if that is the case, ooh yes, summer of 2022 I will be happy to greet you. Because that means I'll be able to go for walks where I'm not having to stop. And try and get some of my breath back. And I'll be able to go for longer adventures as well, more than likely. But that'll be fun, because yeah, I had wanted to do... In fact, I did do a few long adventures this year, I think. And maybe that was last year. I've kind of... Maybe it was this year? Although, more than likely it was last. I don't know, but whatever. I definitely had been doing a few longer walks. And in fact, this year yeah, it was this year. Because I was taking a trip down to the canal most days of the week. And I did have... I mean, it's not like I was stopping anyway, but that was only because I was going slow enough while at the canal, because there was always a procession of geese with their goslings on the path, so I was kind of stuck waiting for them to let me past. But then but before I got to the canal and after, yeah, I was definitely having to stop for a break. And if that is the case, yeah, I am definitely waiting for 4 minutes. I am waiting for 4 minutes. But yeah, if that is the case, 2022, summer, even spring, I'm ready for it. I will be ready for it. But even now, you know, I should be able to head on walks and not have to pause. I'll be able to take the longer road route as I have mapped out. Yeah, I ain't trusting this stuff race not to ever jump for that mini sport can't do. Issy sport, I should say. Cause that thing just seems too heavy to be able to do some of these jumps. Or too slow even with it being fully upgraded. I don't know. Okay. KKK. Also, yeah, it doesn't seem as though there's any major big jumps on this one, so it would have been fine with the GC. Yep. Yeah, I think it might have been a mistake to have a hot pizza, a spicy pizza, with jalapenos and green peppers. But what can I say, it was excited to be able to taste again. And what better way to begin your tasting adventures with something that's hot, basically. Something that can burn your senses. Not that that's happened, of course. But yes, it would be such a tease of my body to give me a taste for just a few days, or even one day. But I am definitely feeling it with a dry throat. Because those jalapenos, those peppers, they did seem a bit too hot to handle. Whereas before, when I've had it, the heat and the spiciness has definitely been dulled owing to the lack of taste. Not by a massive amount, but just so much that it didn't seem as hot. Definitely not as hot as it did with that one. Because that one was eye-watering stuff. And it was exactly the same as what I've had before, from the exact place I've had it before. We'll see for any developments, because I definitely want to keep an eye on things, keep my senses on things. Ooh, we're almost level 269. Hee hee hee. Anyway, further away forward. Lovely. Big M. Satire, Cliffhanger, FCR 1000. That's the one for me. Right, split paths to begin. May as well go with the left one because I'm closest to it. Although I have a tendency to go left anyway. And down go. Okay. We recovered it. Good. Pop up a wheelie, if that does anything, probably not. And we'll do it. And we'll go right, because it's a hairpin, we are technically left. And the two paths join to one after a small split. But we can just do that, so we stay left. And then again I'm going to the right so that we're on the left path. Not that I think it makes any difference. Because, yeah, the crossover point, or not. Well, it kind of is. Because it's pulling you on the opposite direction to the one you went. Just by how the road is designed. Yep. Yeah, I kind of need to get on with articles on my website because I have not done a single one, and I will admit that I have not done a single one. Even though I've got a few ready to publish and push out. Right. Next race. If I remember right, I made this playlist so that it followed a new old pattern. That was one of the new ones we was just on. So it's an old one. Now, okay, no, it's a new one, I think. A Dominator, because why not? That looks cool as a girl. Oh no, oh, it's this one. It's this one. What they were thinking when they decided this was an interesting track. I have no idea. Although hey, the article announced the trilogy did say to look out for surprises and other stuff happening in GTA Online. So there's every possibility that next week I return to the game to find some interesting happenings. Or not. Could be having to wait 2 weeks for that sort of stuff. But hey, you know, what's it matter, really? Any new stuff they can bring to the game will be fun to play, as long as you can do it solo. But even if not, I'm sure I can brave public lobbies to try it out. Yeah. Brave public lobbies. I mean, sometimes they're not bad, okay. Sometimes they're not bad. Especially if you're not really doing anything other than just chilling around. But then other times, if you so much as think of trying to do anything related to a job in free roam, like trying to sell your product, you're gonna either have Zeta and press him up to right up close to you before you can even react. Or, well, I guess you could react, but sometimes you just don't have the ability to be able to react good enough. I definitely don't have the ability to react fast enough. Or well enough, I should say. And then sometimes you get that one person who will just decide to try and ruin your entire day, even if you're doing nothing. Which is definitely an eventful thing to happen at one time. Just minding my own business, walking in the game, heading to one of my houses, and then someone decides to come along and keep on shooting me in the head. Until I went passive on them, so that they couldn't do that, and then they just decided to start blowing pedestrians up and cars that were close around me, in the hopes they could still get me. And then as soon as that passive timer ran out, they were back on me. Not exactly enjoyable, but that's just sometimes what you have to endure. There we are, level 269 now, excellent. Ooh, I can still smell the jalapenos on my hands. Right, a rattle. This is an old one. Then tournament. Maybe I'll do like new, old, new, old, new. I don't know. Whatever way I've done it seems weird. Always remember the golden rule, you don't want to stay in the air. You don't want to go in the air at all if you can help it. Of course, sometimes you need to, so yeah. That applies for all racing games really, even Mario Kart. Gliders are not your friend. So you want to hit the ground as soon as you can, honestly. Or at least that's my experience of them. Who knows, maybe they are faster, but I've definitely found getting to the ground as soon as you can to be the best policy regardless. Because the longer you stay up there with them, it seems you just get slowed down. Oh yeah, but that gets me onto something. Rockstar have announced a trilogy Can Nintendo hurry up and announce Mario Kart 9? Maybe if they have a November Direct. Very unlikely. If anything, it'll be a start of the year Direct. And maybe they just don't even use Direct to announce it. I know it's a big game and all, but would they really even need to use Direct to announce it? Definitely seems the one last thing type of game. World of Nintendo is definitely an exciting place to be. What with Metroid Dread releasing, the game that fans of the series thought they would never ever see. And now it's finally arrived. We have Nintendo 64 games being added, and some games that people thought they would never see make a return. Like the original Paper Mario, F-Zero X, and some of the more known stuff, you know, Mario 64, the Zelda Ocarina of Time. Yeah, we have to pay more for it, and we don't know exactly yet how much that price is going to be. But it's still exciting, more so than the SNES games. Even though I did enjoy my time on a few of those. I'll probably reinstall the app again just to experience a few of them. And maybe the NES one. Ooh. I'm making it. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I need to get playing on my Switch. Like I'm enjoying Pokemon Snap, new Pokemon Snap again. After a bit of a break from it, I am occasionally... Hold on, was that 5:59? Damn it! I'm enjoying a bit of Mario Golf from time to time. Obviously I'm back on Animal Crossing in a big way, thanks to the imminent Direct. And of course because it's Halloween. I'd much like to celebrate Halloween in Animal Crossing in real life, for some reason. Although who knows? Maybe sometime soon I will actually celebrate with a party, by going to a party, if everyone knew where one was happening, and who was going. Right. This truck. A load of bright lights in a dark place. Yep, definitely expecting that, wasn't it? And of course you've got the snowfall starting in Animal Crossing. I always like the snowfall. Definitely makes it feel Christmassy. So I'll definitely be catching the first of that again. I've been enjoying seeing the effect the snow has on the town again. Oh boy, oh boy. Town just sometimes does not know what to do with itself. That. And ooh, flashy tunnel game. I am 51 worldwide games I've been getting back to, because there's quite a bit I hadn't played when I first bought it. You know, I tried out Mancala, played a few of what I've recognised, like Dots and Boxes, Drafts, Ludo. On my return to it, I've been checking out Nine Men's Progress and Chinese Checkers, Sevens, and I intend to check out quite a bit more, as well as keep playing those I do know. And hey, there's chess as a part of the collection. And I'm terrible at that. So it'll be a good way to try and learn a bit. Ooh. I'm cruising fast, because I occasionally go on it, you know, just a half hour or so, because I still do intend to max out all of the vehicles, which is the only thing I have yet to do to be considered 100% complete. So yeah, it's kind of a good thing that I barely have any sportsbook games to buy for the rest of this year. I mean, as soon as Pokemon hits, I'm definitely going to be on that until it's completed. There might be a tentative plan regarding what I intend to do for featuring that game on streams. We will have to see. Who knows, I may end up doing my plan of a 136 run. Probably call the because my idea at present is to have 3 of the buddy line and then 3 electric types. And make that an interesting run of it for the first time. But that does mean kind of committing and not doing anything else on my own streams. Except for when Farming Simulator releases. That one will probably bleed into December as well. As long as I'm not busy watching anything on the single time. All of a sudden, or at least I hope, that there's nothing interesting going on with that at the times I'm streaming. Oops. Messed that up. There we go. And then, yeah, we're almost at the top of the maze bank. Singles should be a good one this year. I'm hoping it is. Anyway, enough about that. They definitely do good work for charity, the Yogscast of December. And it's always fun to see what they're doing during it. But yeah, I definitely plan around it in December. This is definitely a fun one, being mostly based in tubes, the crack. Because the tubes are always fun to navigate. Well, okay, it's half based in tubes. but they are still fun to navigate. Right, brake this time so that we don't go flying. And yeah, back to this point, which you can't even really consider the halfway point. I suppose you could, because it's only going to be another minute and 10 as we head back down into the fittings, I think. Pretty much. I mean, 2 minutes, 10. No, I don't know what I'm talking about, obviously. Yes, the lap was 2. Yeah, you got to that point in 1 minute 10, so the rest of the lap will take 1 minute 10. That's exactly what I was trying to say. In that case. One point-to-point race. Yeah, we'll go with that tiny little thing. Why not? Who knows if it's going to be any good? Good. You can definitely see the suspense on it working when going over the tops and stuff, although it does seem a bit slow. Suits me just fine then, really. Suits me just fine. Forza Horizon 5 is gonna be a beast of a game. And I'm definitely going to enjoy that when it arrives at the beginning of next month. I'm unsure if I'll be able to beat out Horizon 4 as the most played game in the series, but we will see. We will see. Yeah, I could definitely check out True Achievements to see if to see exactly what the timings are regarding to how much I've played it for. Don't know if also Horizon 1, what would have been an Xbox 360 title, but Horizon 2, 3 and 4, it definitely would. And I'm pretty sure Horizon, there's about 100 hours difference between 3 and 4, I think. Which is definitely a big amount of difference. Speaking of Horizon, tomorrow I am going to be streaming Forza Horizon 4 over on my own channel as a kind of goodbye to the game, so to speak. I've featured it quite a few times and had some fun times while playing it on stream, so it only makes sense to send it off with one last stream. And of course, Horizon 4 was also the one that I did a few videos on as well, so this was before I started doing commentary and stuff, obviously, but yeah. Well, I showcased off a few of my tracks, and I had planned to do a series whereby I would go from a house or a property that I owned to a few of the racetracks and then back. I did one video and then just never continued on with it. Not that it wasn't fun to do, it was more down to figuring exactly what races I wanted to feature from what house, trying to avoid any conflicts, and being able to memorise a route whereby I would be able to go from race to race without activating the GPU or GPS, or keep having to look at the map every few turns. Because I definitely had to do that with that first video. So then I redid it, making sure to cut that particular stuff out. I want to guess there was that one video of Horizon 3 where I showcased the last few championships or tournaments I was doing on it. To finish the races off 100%. Akuma it is then. Akuma it is. Zippity zippity zoom. I am on a bike. And have no idea how to ride, clearly. Yeah, Horizon 5's got a map that's 1.5 bigger than Horizon 4. There's been a change of how you progress things as per the norm with the Horizon games. Seems to be a bit more emphasis on exploring the map. And they do seem to have split the PR stunts into their own mini-campaign type of thing. And the second stream I do on Horizon 5, I think you can already guess. Because obviously there'll be that video that I do, like with Hot Wheels Unleashed, where I'll do a video, article and a stream on the day of its release. So I'll get the Ultimate Edition, or one of the most expensive editions that allows you early access to the game. Get the first hour of my play recorded and turn that into a video, and then I'll have the review. If I decide to make it a review, it might just be first impressions or experiences. Because I suppose I'll try and make it a proper review. I've definitely explored enough of the content to be able to make it one, for sure. And then the stream will see me continuing doing races and whatever. And then that second stream, as I say, will see me using my drift mini that I have made in the game to 3-star all the drift zones. And it will be fun to see those return. It'll be fun to have some new ones to tackle. Because Horizon 1 and 2 didn't have any drift zones, so I can't really return to those games to try theirs. Horizon 4's I have done plenty of times, and Horizon 3, traffic likes to get in the way. So fat sense of me doing those. And I'm pretty sure that is returning. The Horizon 4 method is returning to 5, whereby you hit a drift zone gate or a speed zone gate, and you will ghost to everyone else. So that you can do it easily with no interruptions. And of course, it really does depend on when the GTA 20 is releasing. To fit into all of this, because yeah, I'm as yet very unplanned for the end of October and beginning of November, because I really have no idea when that's going to release, and I want it to be part of my streaming plans. And I'm not confident on really putting too much into that area. Or, you know, I could just have a trilogy fixed on GRcade on here and leave my own channel free for anything else. That is always possible. We'll see as we get further into the month. We will see. Oh wow, this is. Am I even gonna hit 4 minutes? Oh man, I'm gonna have to wait. Cause. Sheesh. Sheesh indeed. Give your car a boost. You got any boost for me then, Plump? Oh, you're just saying that. Yeah, we're very almost halfway. In fact, we are. This is a very short race. A very short race indeed. We've just gone over 3-minute mark, 5 checkpoints left. The finish line is just up there. There's really not much we can do. Puzzle is there. And we can let it slowly coast over the line. Slowly drive at about 20 miles an hour, if that. Park up for a few seconds. Okay, that. I always want to be able to hit the 5-minute, I mean the 4-minute mark to get that 15,000. It just makes sense to. Speaking of making sense, or at least the money you get for races, what's Horizon 5 system gonna be like for payouts? Because Horizon 4, the longer you spent in a race, the more money you would get. So that's always fun to just create a custom track to keep the AI. Actually, I don't even think it matters if you come last. It all seems based on how long you spend in a race, and I guess the position you come. Because it can't just be entirely based on how long you spend in the race. Although it's definitely that way for time trials, I'm pretty certain. I'm pretty certain it's that way for time trials. I'll definitely see tomorrow when I stream it. Because the plan tomorrow on the Horizon 4 stream is to play around on some of the official tracks of the game, play my tracks, and then maybe if I can take a look at the list of those tracks I have liked of other people and give some of those a play as well. And I'll definitely see if I can fit a time trial in there. Oh boy. We always went off. Yeah, the DeLorean is also set to make our time for Horizon 5. It's meant to be one of the prizes that you get for the weekly, monthly challenges, whichever, I mean. I'm hoping I might be able to get it, because I don't think I did last time. I don't think I did on Horizon 4. I definitely haven't been one for checking in every week, doing the Horizon Life stuff, I think it's called. I just like drifting in my mini and occasionally doing races. Which is exactly what I'm going to do with Horizon 5. It's definitely gonna be a good one tomorrow. Hopefully not as long a wait to start as today was, and again, I apologise for that. I probably started things up earlier than I should have. Ooh. We've still got 2 hours of play done, and a bit more because there's still 1 or 2 more races to go of this playlist. I still definitely find fun in the hot lapping of these races, for definite. But creating my own. The tiredness is coming back. Yeah, 1 more race. Yeah, creating of my own is still there. The drive is still there, but I just haven't really done so. Oh, no, it's in tornado. I definitely want to make one to showcase off Christmas. And I definitely want to at least port 1 more of my tracks from PC version. Or at least remix it. So we'll definitely see what I can do, but Horizon 5 is probably going to be taking all my time next month. Aside from when playing Pokemon, doing streams, and at the end of November. Farming Simulator. Oh boy. Hey. Okay, lovely. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. 2:33, so this is, yeah, we're not going to hit 6 minutes with it unless we make some terrible mistakes. Because then we'd be closer to 3 minutes 30 a lap. And somehow I don't think we're going to be able to add on an extra minute. Unless we tried very hard. Of course. Although I don't see why we should try very hard to extend the length of this race by a minute. Oh, oh boy. Yeah. Yeah, the lap's almost finished, I'm pretty certain. That goes a bit of a way to extend the lap, but not by that much. Although, yeah, we've kind of ended up doing that, exactly what I said anyway. We're extending the lap. Although not by that much, it seems. Because the finish is just over there. Okay, then we'll extend the lap to 6 minutes. Why not? Like, seriously, why not? There, 6 minutes. And so that was the last race. Let us see how much money we have. I don't think I put the money from the yesterday into my account. So I'll still have 200,000, or around the 200,000. The over 200,000 I got from yesterday's playlist when I was on this. $570,000. 570,000. Yeah. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570,000. 570, That puts us at almost 7 million. What possible use could we have for 7 million? I really honestly do not know. Well, it's certainly fun to have it in reserve in case there's anything interesting that comes up. Because you just know that there's going to be an update. That requires us to have some sort of a buy-in. And that buy-in will cost about, starting from 2 million maybe, 2.2 million. So it's always good to have the safety net of the millions. Anyway, I haven't done my spin of the lucky wheel, so let's end this stream by doing exactly that. Hopefully the luck of being live can get me something interesting. And not some random teaser to a discount on a software I'll never use. Although I never use discounts anyway. That'll win, so you know. Oh, that livery is definitely arty.
Come enjoy the thrill of horse racing. New races every few minutes.
So let's see, what do we get? Let's give it a spin. RP. You give us RP. Thanks. Anyway, yeah, that is going to be it from me. If I quickly get on the Twitter, I can see if anyone is live. Yeah, so Tiki Devlin is now live, watching some retro TV with viewers. I can't raid along with you, but I hope you enjoy. So thank you all for watching me, Darkruler, on the GRcade Twitch channel, and until next time, bye for now.